No.
Okay, we're now at the airport in Miami. And you guys flew in yesterday from Columbus. So how was your air flight here?
It was good, but before Mark left the house, he dropped his phone in the toilet.
Well, we didn't include a bag of rice in your checklist.
Fortunately, we could grab a bag of rice before we left home and packed it in there. Unfortunately, his phone has not come back on as of yet.
It's dead.
And of course, we have two phones because we have the mobile passport on it. So now you're down to one phone with the mobile passport.
With a weak battery.
So how was last night's stay?
Well, we got in, must have been 3:30, and we got up to the room by 4, and then we went to Margaritaville and got something to eat. And then by the time we got back to the room, Mark pretty much, well, first of all, he started on what's that show? Law and Order?
Law and Order.
He did a Law and Order marathon, which I'm just like, so he fell asleep in the middle of that, and he slept from 6 until probably 9 o'clock when you guys got there.
So how'd you like your room, Mark?
It's just average.
Just average. What about 3:15 this morning in the hallway?
The morons that dropped the bills off were louder and heck woke me up, and I've been awake since 3:19.
3:19.
And there was a couple that came through and talked about their international flight at 4 o'clock.
With a real deep voice. One of them had a real deep voice. They were loud, obnoxious.
But the beds were wonderful. I liked the bed.
That was comfortable.
But it's average. It's better than my last experience.
Their shower was really hot.
So what'd you think about, we drove up from Key West, Florida. How'd you like the trip up last night?
Well, it was pretty bad. We had an hour delay. Put us back an hour.
We had to wait on football traffic.
Yeah.
Friday night football in Islamorada.
Yeah.
And we had low tires. So we had to stop and get the low tires. One last question so that we can get this all on tape. What was your last experience at this hotel?
I had a room. I asked for the room. It was like 11 at night. The window was a brick wall. The bed looked bad. I checked under the corners to be sure there weren't bed bugs. The rug was ripped.
This was
much better.
This was a queen size, non-smoking room.
And we got a
king size bed out of it. How'd you guys do with it?
We slept really well, but I did the same thing, Barb. As soon as I got there, I'm untucking all the sheets, and I made Mark lift up the mattress.
A place to stay would be the Sheraton, which isn't too far away. That's where we parked our car for $7 a night. Mm-hmm. And then when we went to the Sheraton, the guy came out and said, hey, for $2 a night more, you can be undercover and have valet parking.
Yeah.
So I guess if you didn't want to stay this is in the airport hotel, you could stay at the Sheraton, which is very close too. So how...
Paying off for the price.
Yeah, well, the price here was $179. I don't know that, and that was
you're basically paying for convenience.
Yeah,
because if you're wanting a luxury room, this was not
It's just an average room.
Yeah.
So, Mark, how was your margarita last
It
night?
was good, but it's too small and too pricey.
And how pricey was it?
Like $12.
$12 for a small margarita. Well, we have a solution. We have the Key West solution for that, which we'll discuss later, and I'll make sure I get it down. But this is, how'd you like going through customs? You guys got picked as TSA?
Yes, it was easy.
Well.
Other than me, because don't have bionic parts, because then you gotta wait.
Well, you should have the doctor should have given you a card saying that you have metal in your knee. You don't have a real knee.
We'll have to ask about that.
So just make sure you're aware that if you have any metal in you, that you get some kind of note from your doctor. Okay, we're going to sign off. This is day 2 of our adventure, and we're waiting for our airplane.